Hi everyone, my name is Piterpakulski. Today we will start a new financial model. This will be yoga classes. If you find this video valuable, you may give us a like, you may subscribe our channel. Also, you can share this video with your friends. You can order a financial model from scratch for your unique business idea. We can help you with that. And today we'll start with the revenue generating algorithm, because when you start any financial model, you should create the algorithm that you will trust, that you will believe in, that your partners will believe in, and that your investors will believe in. So first of all, we have to describe different types of yoga classes that we have, and create a virtual schedule, to create a virtual week with schedule, and create the revenue for this week. And today I will start to do it from scratch, so you may have a look. So let's start. So first of all, we will start with creating of a small library. So we'll have a 10-year horizon. So this will be our color of inputs. This color will go with all of our inputs through all the model. So this will be the list of our months. So later we will create the on-off buttons to switch on and off different types of yoga classes from our calculations. So later, many steps ahead, when we will create the cash flow statement, when we will see the simple discounted payback period, when we'll see the net profit, we will face a necessity to see how our business performs with or without this type of yoga classes, to see how this or that type of yoga affects the financial efficiency and affects the amount of financing that we need to start this business. So for that purpose, we will need to switch on and off buttons to make the scenario planning happen easily. So on-off buttons. So and now let's describe our yoga types. So let's assume that we have 20 types of yoga. So we can name them. So we colored these inputs with our specific color, blue one. Then we create on-off status. So we will use data validation for that. Now we will transform on into 1 and off into 0. Then we specify amount of people in a group in one class. Then we specify the duration. So we specify the duration of a class in hours. When we will create the schedule, we will create some time limitations to make us really see the occupancy of the timeline of, for example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we will just, for example, our classes will have 1 hour and a half long our yoga classes, different types of yoga classes. Then we specify the revenue per person per class. So now we will create the revenue for the class. So for example, we will take amount of people, then revenue per person, and we will use this status. So if we, for example, want to switch this off, later when we will create the cash flow statement, we will be able easily to do that. Also, we will create some coefficient for so the basic value for the revenue coefficient is 100. So the revenue plus coefficient will look like this. So for example, if we want to completely switch off this or that yoga type from calculation, we just switch it off. But for example, we want to decrease the rate of the revenue per person per class on 50%, we just do it like this and look at the cash flow statement, look at the financial efficiency, and we can create a huge amount of scenarios. So now let's move to direct costs. So we will have direct costs per person, per class, if there are any. So we can specify them here. We can specify them here. So we can also use coefficient. So we will take the basic value of direct costs, multiply it on coefficient, and multiply it on switch on and switch off button. So our next step will be creating some fixed costs. There are some, they can be named as fixed, but in reality they are also direct costs, but we may have some fixed costs not per one person inside the class, but we can have some direct cost, some fixed costs per one class that we have. So we'll just expense 1 per class, so these will be the inputs. We can name these expenses that we pay per class, not per person. So here we just specify some values of expenses per class. These are the inputs. Then we create totals for these type of expenses. Then we will use coefficient to totals. So we will get totals, multiply this coefficient, multiply on off, so now we have to summarize of our basic values of revenues and direct expenses for this or that yoga type class. So revenues, so revenues we will take from here, and direct costs we will take this value plus this value. So we will mark these values with green because it's the revenue, and we will mark this with red because these are expenses. So the next video will be devoted to creating of a schedule. If you find this video valuable, you may give us a like, subscribe our channel, share this video with your friends. Also, you can order financial model from scratch for your business idea. So see you next videos. Thank you and bye.